Welcome to the exclusive interview of AgriNext Awards Conference. Today I am thrilled to welcome a dynamic leader whose passions lie in motivating teams, solving challenges, and building global connections. A true believer in the power of perseverance, both in business as a long-term runner. Our guest bring a can-do mindset and collaborative spirit to do everything he does. Please join me welcoming Ami Herman. How are you, Mr. Ami?
Oh, thank you so much. What a start. Pleasure to be here. And Manish, I'm very happy, to meet you and speak with you today. Yeah, I'm doing great. Thank you.
So could you please tell our audience a bit about yourself and your background?
Yeah, my background is an international business. Start most of my career spent in the electronics semiconductor industry, where I represented different companies, innovative companies in Israel. Worldwide, I was in charge of sales, distribution channels, business development, and later the year I also I became a CEO of companies in that domain. And last year I was asked by the current company to join a new and fascinating startup named Coffeesai that we're going to speak about today.
Yeah.
To join in this startup, a completely different field for me, but business is business, and I found it extremely exciting. So I decided to go back to the startup days and take this innovative idea, from lab scale to commercialization. This is my vision, this is my goal.
Great. Okay, so moving forward with the question. So my first question to you is, Coffeesai is pioneering coffee production through cellular agriculture. For those unfamiliar, how does this process actually work?
Okay, so you can think about it as an indoor farming where we cultivate and brew coffee without trees and without beans. We start by identifying specific plants, cells that are responsible for the aroma and the flavors. These cells are then cultivated in a highly controlled environment, fed by nutrients, provided optimal conditions like temperature, pH level, dissolved oxygen, and other parameters, allowing them to grow and multiply. And the result is a real coffee compounds produced sustainably without the need for conventional farming.
Great. Okay, so my next question to you is, can you walk through us a key milestone where Coffeesai Tech truly proved its potential?
Sure, I think that one of our proudest moments was last year when we first brewed the cup of lab-grown coffee. That was a really a fascinating moment. It was a POC, proof of concept, but we like to call it proof of coffee. And since then, what we did is manipulating the growing conditions, and with the purpose of understanding what tweaks are needed in the process to amplify desirable aroma and flavor attributes, and what tweaks are needed to eliminate undesirable, and we are gaining more and more experience in that, and that means we are improving the taste and flavor profile of the product.
Great. So how do you manage and align cross-functional teams from R&D to marketing to drive innovation?
So we are, a startup companies, and we operate in highly transparency environment. That's one of the keys of our operation mode. We have a weekly sync meetings, open innovation sprints. Sometimes we need to do that as well. And I think this is about curiosity that keep everyone aligned. Whether you are in the lab or on a business meeting or the business team, everyone understand the why behind what we do.
Great, that is great. So with your international experience, how do you see global market responding to lab-grown coffee?
This is very interesting. The coffee industry actually suffers of significant challenges that impact the supply on one hand, and on the other hand, the demand continue to rise. So we see a growing appetite actually for sustainable alternatives, especially in markets like North America, US, and Asia. Consumers are more curious, they're sustainability minded, and increasingly we see open to innovation. Our job is to meet those requirements and curiosity with transparency, but most important, with good taste.
Great. So my next question to you is, what does success look like for Coffeesai in next 3 or 5 years?
Well, obviously, success for me is to see Coffeesai coffee in a cafe menus and also on the shelves in the grocery stores worldwide. This is absolutely where we want to be. But I think beyond that, it's about shifting the narrative. It's providing that sustainable and tech-driven food can be delicious, scalable, and most important, access to everybody. So looking ahead, this is our vision.
Great. So how do you see the role of cellular agriculture expanding beyond coffee?
Well, this is a fantastic, I think, topic. And cellular agriculture, I must say, is still in the very beginning phase and just getting started in the recent year, but there is still a long way to go. From cocoa, chocolate, to spices, and even different and exotic botanics. The potential is enormous. I didn't even talk about the cultured meat or seafood and fish. I'm more focused on plant. The potential is amazing. And it's not about replacing what we are consuming today. It's about reimagining what's possible.
Yeah.
And this is fascinating.
That is great. So coming down to the most exciting part of this interview called rapid fire round. So you have to answer in one sentence. So espresso or cold brew?
Cold brew. Absolutely. It's new, it's innovative, it's challenging.
Great. So most exciting tech trend today?
I think it's the integration of AI into bioengineering and biotechnologies. This helps us to get faster or unlocking actually the opportunities or the challenges much faster. So
great. So if you were not in biotech, you would be
a basketball coach.
Okay.
I love pushing teams into. I like the vibe of basketball games.
Great. So, worst business advice that you have ever received?
Don't be a sales guy.
Okay.
All my career is about.
So, if Coffeesai were a person, how would you describe them in 3 words?
Attractive, different, and spicy.
Great. So it's a pleasure talking to you, and this is it for now. And thank you for joining this interview. Have a great day ahead.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.